know, this is for the FBI. I don't know what good it does to talk to you. Maybe one day you'll do the job. But the reason I'm talking to you is to ask you something that hopefully you will find may be important. What I'm going to ask you is, do you know what a neuralizer is? Alright, and what I'm referring to is this. The human neuron system operates on two different frequencies. One of the hyperconscious, in which controls your movement of your fingers and inborn actions of your organs and everything in which your conscience is not aware of. And the other is the frequency of your conscience. Now, along these two lines is emergence. Can they be manipulated with a signal? Can you think of anything in which cannot be manipulated with a signal in which utilizes a frequency? Anything at all? Because I can't. And I thought, is there anything possible that could block a neuralizer? Is there anything possible that does not use a frequency manipulation in which cannot be utilized with apparatus to be sophisticated into a new manipulation? I can't think of anything. Can you? What I'm getting at is this. These neuralizing apparatus can be disguised as just about anything. For example, if I wanted to kill a lot of people, say, I don't, but if I wanted to, and please don't show anybody this, I could disguise a styrofoam cup and convince your heart to stop beating with a neuralizing frequency, and bam, there goes 1 million people in New York City, and you'll be sitting there wondering how it's happening, and the next one dead is you looking for, you don't even know what you're looking for. Okay, now that's the kind of weapon we really need to be concerned about. And these Nancy Pelosi pens, for example, why go through the illustration of determining and allowing the recognition that all these so-called pens are in fact just regular normal pens with writing a letter on your name with each one of them? I've never heard of such concocted crap before. Alright, then that's a possibility. I'm not saying that's the way it is at all, because I don't know. But I am saying that the possibility exists. You can disguise a neuralizer as anything. And what is a neuralizer? Something in which can determine by frequency, sophistication, manipulation, a human thought. Okay, now, could it be just a transformer? An apparatus in which receives a signal and then transceives it in a neuralizing fashion in a certain frequency, because that's possible too. Now, where would the emanating neuralizer be? Somewhere in that building. And how would you scan for it? Well, you probably familiar with leak detector. What's a leak detector? You know, them Comcast guys, they run around looking for frequency leaks. For example, the FCC and the way the frequency waves are regulated with radio stations and such, and with cable companies and such, and you get a strong signal, you get a weak signal. Where is it leaking? It's a leak detector, and what it does is it detects frequencies in which aren't supposed to be there, frequencies of flux nature. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because if someone were to use a weapon such as that against us, to implement, say, communism or socialism, for example, you take the current Muslim infiltration into the United Kingdom. You're going to tell me everybody just decided overnight to be Muslim? I'm not buying it. But you believe what you want, of course. But one thing you can believe is this: the human mind operates on two different frequencies, and they can be manipulated. That's called a neuralizer. You might want to look for them.